I'm Natalie Pasquarella, and this is News 4 Now. First up, your weather. There will be spotty showers Monday evening. Tuesday will be cool and clear. Now to the news. We are getting a new look at a free-for-all between two political groups outside of the Metropolitan Republican Club. The NYPD just released this new video of the brawl outside of the Upper East Side building after a speech by Gavin McInnes, the founder of the far-right group the Proud Boys. You can see an alleged anti-fascist activist throw a bottle. Then a group of what appears to be Proud Boys supporters attacks. Police say they're trying to get to the bottom of the violence, and they released photos of more than a dozen people involved in the incident, but they say no one is cooperating.
The officers were told to get out of here. We want nothing to do with you. Please leave the scene.
In New Jersey, an off-duty police officer who graduated at the top of his class less than a year ago was killed in an early morning crash. Hillside police officer Giovanni Esposito was a passenger in an SUV that slammed into a tractor trailer in Linden. One other person was hurt. It's not clear what caused that crash, but sources say they're looking into whether alcohol played a role. A video of a woman falsely accusing a 9-year-old boy of sexual assault inside a Brooklyn bodega has ignited a firestorm on social media.
I just was sexually assaulted by a child.
This is the woman some online have dubbed Cornerstore Caroline. She was caught on camera calling 911 on the boy in Flatbush after his backpack brushed up against her backside last week. The woman later apologized after watching surveillance footage, but now Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams wants the DA to look into it.
It is illegal to forcibly report a crime.
A school security checkpoint stopped a gun from getting inside a high school Monday morning in Brooklyn. Police say a 14-year-old freshman walked into Maxwell High in Brownsville with a loaded gun in his backpack. There was also extra ammo in there. Officers say when they found the gun, the teen took off. Finally, some people in Manhattan and the Bronx say that their water just doesn't taste right. 311 calls for water spiked after the city temporarily switched the water supply for the two boroughs to make renovations. The city says the water is safe, but some residents say the reassurances are hard to swallow.
I didn't imagine the problem. It wasn't just my taste buds going crazy.
That's all for News 4 Now. Keep watching to see why tri-state health officials are raising the alarm about measles. I'm Natalie Pasquarella. Thanks so much for watching.
This is the second confirmed case of measles within the last month, and the health department tells us this patient is actually from the area, so he has visited a lot of places in town. We found Karen Mortati at the Costco in Nanuet, one of the many locations the Rockland County Health Department says may have been exposed to measles.
I'm pretty hygienic. I go home, wash my hands after I do a shopping like this.
Health officials say someone visited Israel, likely contracted the highly contagious respiratory disease, and then came back home and visited all 8 of these locations between October 4th and 11th. The virus remains alive in the air and on surfaces for up to 2 hours after an infected person has been there.
There are outbreaks at this time not only in Israel but in Europe as well. We are now looking to immunize not only those who have been exposed at different sites around the county, but to immunize those in the county who are very concerned about measles, so that we can protect, we can cause what we call herd immunity, so that the more people that are immunized, the more that would be protected.
Health officials say people in Rockland, Westchester, and Bergen counties are now at risk of measles if they have not been vaccinated. This was the second primary case in the last month after someone from Israel visited in the last week of September. Now health experts say they could soon be seeing several secondary cases.
We're working up now at least another half a dozen cases at this point that we're waiting on results.
I'm not surprised because, you know, if he's an international traveler, vaccination is not mandatory here or anywhere in the world. So I'm not surprised. It's a bit disturbing, but I'm not surprised.
People infected will normally experience a fever, cough, runny nose, watery eyes, and a rash between 1 and 3 weeks of exposure. Those patients are considered infectious from 4 days before to 4 days after appearance of the measles rash.
It's unfortunate to hear, but I think it just says that people should go out and get vaccinated at the end of the day to prevent something like this.
The health department asks that anyone who may have been exposed and has symptoms to contact their own healthcare provider before going in for treatment. This prevents other people at those facilities from being exposed. For now, that's the very latest here in Rockland County. Wale Aliyu, News 4 New York.